Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Okisegere Ojapat, the CEO for Fresh Produce Consortium of Kenya, a leading trade association in the fresh produce industry, dealing with fruits, vegetable, herbs, spices and flowers, and in the recent past dealing with fish and C&C products. And we are saddened that in this day and era, when we are busy producing for the domestic market and for the export market, that the government of Kenya agencies have decided it's time to punish Kenyan exporters, making our life very difficult. In this case, I call upon KEFIS to relook at the new tariffs that they're charging us. The new charges from KEFIS are just becoming too much and making our industry uncompetitive. We have reached out to KEFIS and they have not even had a courtesy of acknowledging receipt of the letter that we wrote to them. We've written to the PS for Agriculture. He has also not acknowledged a letter. We have written to the PS for Trade. He has not also acknowledged the letter. And we are wondering whether this government is serious with the exports of horticulture products out of this country, or they're out for a different mission. We are currently becoming uncompetitive by day. It's becoming expensive. The cost of production is just too high. And adding any cost on top of what we're already incurring is costing this industry a lot. We are losing jobs. We are losing investors who are now shifting and moving to other destinations. We are basically an unpredictable source of raw material for now. We are wondering what is it that the government all of a sudden has decided through KEFIS that they will collect money from us, left, right and center. The charges they're charging us vis-a-vis the services we're getting are not reasoning. We have more challenges beyond just what we are going through. And we're on our own. We are currently faced with a situation where we pay KEFIS mileage at a rate of 58 shillings per kilometer for KEFIS to come to our farms to inspect. We pay KEFIS an average of 2 million shillings a day, with each phytosanitary certificate costing us a minimum of 1,000 shillings. And KEFIS is issuing per day an average of 2,000 phytosanitary certificates. That rate has now been increased. And we are asking ourselves, why is KEFIS doubling charges against us? This is making our produce very, very expensive. It's making us very uncompetitive. It is causing challenges because then we can't plan. We have challenges of seeds in this country. We have challenges of pests in this country. For example, we have a challenge with false calling moth, FCM, that we expect that efforts will be put in place to fix it up, other than the government of the day just looking at increasing charges. And for some reason, every government agency just wakes up in the morning and they think the best way to do is to increase charges. So this is a call to KEFIS, Ministry of Agriculture and Ministry of Trade, to urgently recall the new rates that they have imposed on exporters, particularly when it comes to the export charges. We cannot afford this and we cannot continue this way. This industry is suffering and the government is quiet, unless the government really has an agenda of killing this industry for their own agenda. But for now, it's very, very, very painful. And it's an urgent call that KEFIS looks at the rates and looks at them now, recalls them and asks for a dialogue. Sit together with stakeholders. What happened of public participation and the consultation that we used to have? The MD KEFIS is not responsive. The PS Agriculture is not responsive. The PS Trade is not responsive to this matter. And we're asking ourselves, why are they in the office? What is their intention that they have? What do they want to do with exporters? This industry is employing more than 6 million Kenyans directly and indirectly. Any extra charges are only causing havoc, pain, and are distracting, and they're really discouraging people. We're not getting any support from government. And we're seeing all this money being collected. We're asking ourselves, all this money that you're collecting, where are you taking it? And why do you have to target the exporters? Why do you think the exporters are the people that must be charged so high? We cannot afford to look at this industry going down. We cannot afford to see a government that is not responsive. We are asking the PS for Trade, the PS for Agriculture, and KEFI's MD to stand up and be counted at a time like this when we need to talk to them. If this is not going to happen, then I'm sorry, we will be forced to move to court. We will be forced to look for other ways of having this country address our grievances. But that is not what we are meant to. We are meant to have had a discussion. When we wrote a letter to them, we have been expecting that this government will have been responsive. Unfortunately, because they are not responsive, we are giving not just an ultimatum, but we're saying this must be an urgent thing that must be addressed. And not just addressed by the Ministries of Agriculture and Ministry of Trade alone, but even at the presidency. We cannot be talking about agriculture and we're not supporting the exporters. We are the ones that are bringing money to this country today. Do you punish us for bringing money to you? Do you punish us for being hardworking? Do you punish us, an industry that has remained resilient? Or do you